Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Broyles, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here for the offense. They move the tight end all over. Picks up the first down. Flying down the right side. He's at the 30. The 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And he's... I tell you, they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The run from the shotgun. At the 35, he's open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Right back to the well. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. 2 totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, thrown around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ballgame?
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Inside the 40. And he breaks into the open. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The play-action fake. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State. On to attempt the try. Smashes it through for the PAT. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. What a nice job just finding a spot downfield and lofting it in there perfectly.
And you see quarterbacks and receivers do that all the time, right? All summer, throwing the ball in air, throwing the ball in air. Why? Because I know exactly where he's going to be right when I get my back foot in the ground to throw the football. You could tell he knew exactly how much touch to put on that ball to make a big play down the field.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Past the 30. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
The ball pops out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Working that left side now. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give on the inside. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Whoa, ball's out! Defense just cradling that fumble and security.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Can't get him to the ground. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. The Buckeyes are on the move. He wants to throw. Spits it out to the back. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
A 3rd and long coming up here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points, because this dude is automatic.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that are just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Got his man quickly. And the Buckeyes get it past the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking for a huge play. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks in Ann Arbor. They're in a tight one. They're up by 4 over Notre Dame. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Little too much juice on that one from the junior. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Got his man downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. They're going to throw it again. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What is this?
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
We're only in the first half. Already this guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate.
And that pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB, securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Give to the running back. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Had to get rid of it quickly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots, and we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense and they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, it's not a good sign for this offensive line.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out as this.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
Gonna take a shot. Got it! Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he got loose, it was all over. The trickeration, the flea flicker, the gadget plays, such chicanery and shenanigans and duplicitous dealings from this offense. David, how do you describe it?
Well, first I need a dictionary to understand what half of those words mean, but I kind of go with the Statue of Liberty. That's easy to understand. It's got more meaning behind it than just football. The Statue of Liberty is by far the best.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He's got him this time. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. DBs will try to keep everything in front. And that is his fifth interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He's out